Sagittarius and star people. So I've laid your Celtic cross already, and it's really interesting. We're moving towards how to generate some proper wealth, and there's a healing going on around it. And then we're going to pull a few clarity cards. It's a nice reading, so I'll dive in quickly. So you as interior in the inside the tower. It's interesting, before I pulled these, I chose to pair Sagittarius with the star, and the star is the card of healing that comes after the tower. So I think something has been built on the wrong foundations, and there's been a short, sharp shock around it. It's fine. We get over these quite quickly. It looks so dramatic, but actually, who needs to build a tower based on this with the wrong foundations? It might be around work, as I said, or sort of forming a kind of family generational feeling. Not to say it won't have been painful. And so you in the exterior, how you're reacting to that interior feeling of everything having been built on the wrong foundations, you're resting now. You're having a period of, like the star, but this is a minor, the Four of Swords, you're kind of recalibrating, getting everything back into order. Hilary Mantel, in her book Beyond Black, records this as, one of her characters talks about it as the internet card. Look, he looks like he's reading a iPad, and that looks like a screen, which I love. And everything looks like it's plugged in. I thought, what's she talking about to start with? And then it made sense. So at the basis of this reading, as I said, we've got the Page of Wands, looking at the tip of his wands for inspiration. And what he's trying to do is bring around this kind of stability of the 10 of Pentacles. But it's quite challenging for the Page of Wands. He's excited, but he needs to concentrate somewhat more than his natural ability. Like there's a million ideas possibly flying around, and you're not quite sure which one to go to. You've been in the past really using your intuition and trying to delve into depths of your psyche to try and work out with the High Priestess what the current situation is about, what this tower is about, and how to move forward. Yeah, she really wants to communicate today. And there's a very calm lake behind. I don't know if you can see that, behind the pomegranate piece of material. There's a very calm lake. So you've been in a sort of meditative, contemplative period. And one potential outcome is a start, this wonderful new offer from the divine of something practical, of something that will lead to wealth, that will lead to something positive in the world, like an actual thing in the world. So that's lovely. It's the beginning, but it's a wonderful, fortuitous beginning. It can mean pregnancy, it can mean good health. And maybe actually when I see you feeling on shaky grounds and then needing to sort of rest and relax and heal, there could be a health issue here. There really could. With the Ten of Pentacles, this could indicate good health as well. So for some people, I think that might be the journey that you've been on, is trying to sort of get over some illness and get back into health. And we see you doing that. In the near future, the Eight of Cups. Walking away from what you've loved, not kicking the cups down, but looking for a different way to do it. Just knocked one of my sleeves, this lovely card off. And it's a very beautiful and mature position, the Eight of Cups, because as I said, he's not saying I haven't loved what I've done. I just need to do things in a new way in order to get the results I want. So with health, it might be you've always had a pretty good diet, but actually there's something that you need to adjust as you age, or you might have become intolerant to gluten, or a million different things that you need to address now, or add in some vitamins. In a relationship, it would indicate I love this person, but I either have to leave them or I have to do things differently for this to progress. And in work, that would be the same sort of energy. Your attitude is that of the sun. Amazing. This little naked child riding away from the wall of past hurts, full of enthusiasm, a bit like the Page of Wands in your root. There's a level of enthusiasm and ready and optimism in your attitude, which I really love to see. So you've you've presumably rested enough to get to that position. But in your environment, we're still in a position of absence, delays, and separations. There's still something with this card that's not adding up. And usually it says, let's bring logic to the heart. But there's something you're not loving that, or that you feel separated from at the moment, that's still with it outside your grasps. In your hopes and fears, the Ten of Wands, feeling a bit burdened, and you fear everything being a bit too much for you, and not being able to see the wood for the trees, and missing the true home or the true goal, which is this little village here. And as a hope, it would be you hope to feel passionate, but I think it's a fear. I think it's feeling sort of slightly overburdened, and it's our second 10, because in the root we see the 10 of Pentacles. So fair enough, you know, things have got quite hectic recently, and you don't want to continue to hold all those burdens. And in the outcome, we have the 9 of the Hermit, finding your true path. So I love that. You are finding your path to that kind of wealth, and it's the beginning steps of it. But we are in a hermit year, so it's the perfect time to do it. Now I'm going to cap this with some cards from, or a card from the Enchanted Tarot pack, to see if there's any part of the Enchanted Tarot deck, see if there's any part of it that wants to speak to you. And who do we have here? We've got the 6 of Challenges. All right. So the 6 of Challenges, I think, is the 6 of Swords, which is actually rather a lovely card. Can you hear the rain? I wonder. It's really started. It's so cozy in this shed. Bit chilly, but quite nice. Retreat, deliverance from a dangerous situation, waiting for a danger to pass, a chance to regroup. Wolves in the mundane world aren't menacing, but these old world storybook wolves, notoriously big and bad, will eat you up. So she's in a tree, escaping from these wolves. Phew, that was a near escape, far too close for comfort. Dwarves don't usually climb trees if they can help it, but this dwarf scaled the ash tree as nimbly as a squirrel when the wolves started chasing her. There's no need for her to plan what to do next, since she can't fight a pack of wolves. She needs to just wait them out. When they've lost interest in her, she can hurry home for a well-earned supper. When you're pursued by slavering wolves, the wisest course is to get out of their reach as quickly as possible. This card suggests that you should consider such a strategic retreat, perhaps an actual retreat from home or work for a time. Give yourself a respite from strife, rest, recover, and plan the next step. Well, that's wonderful, because we see you doing exactly that in the 4 of Swords. Yeah, you've had the Tower. It's been a bit tough. In the 6 of Swords, we see a boat going out of troubled water into calm water with all the swords in it, and 3 figures representing all parts of yourself and what you've learnt. So I think there's an aspect of that as well, that you need to metabolize what you've just learnt, that you need to honour that it's been a bit tough, and you need to sort of assimilate this information. But you're safe, so that's good. And a card from the Shining Tribe Tarot from Rachel Pollock. Whoa, all of them. No, we can't have all of them. Let's just pick those up. I wonder whether you can hear the rain. It's so cosy. Oh, no, too many again. Could we just have a comment on what you want to help us unlock this spread even further? Either what we want to concentrate. I think it might be, as my hands get a little bit cooler in here, they sort of don't hold on so well. One card, please. One card, please. Oh, this one. Well, we've got 2. The 4 of Trees and the Ace of Trees. How lovely. I think the Ace of Trees must be the Ace of Wands, and the 4 of Trees must be the 4 of Wands. So this is a really encouraging little combination. So the Ace of Trees, in short, it means spring fresh beginnings, something in your life about to be born, the world growing from your own truth, awareness of your roots, of your innermost essence. So, this is the Tree of Life, and this is about a union between our own lives and the life and the world around us. In the womb, the umbilical cord brings us food from our mother. Here, the mother is the universe, or the cord, as the cord reaches for the closed sack of personal experience to touch the stars. The light around the baby signifies the perfection of our inner being. Since the colour is the same as the stars, it reminds us of the famous dictum, as above, so below. All the molecules of Earth come originally from dust from exploding stars. This is the only way that the more complex molecules found on Earth can come into existence, through the intense heat, the fire of the supernovae. Therefore, the connection between the fetus and the heavens is not simply a poetic metaphor. It states the physical fact of our connection to the cosmos and the origins of existence. The rings move from blue for the unconscious to green, and symbolizing the life-giving realities of the physical world. I think it's an encouragement to say there's another fresh start coming, along with that Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Ace of Wands. And the Four of Trees. Joy, life's simple pleasures, a happy home, abundance without excess. Again, this is relating to your aim to get to that lovely Ten of Pentacles. We're seeing that there's a confirmation that you are going towards that. A life that is structured and organised, but in a simple way, so that the person feels able to breathe and appreciate the world and its beauty. Appreciation of many simple gifts and miracles that give meaning and spiritual structure to our lives. It's the so this is an additional card to the original deck. The only remnant of the original Four of Trees in the original Shining Woman tarot deck is the grain that grows at the bottom of the picture between the two trees, reaching up to the level of the door. This grain, which was also found in the Star card as a symbol of Persephone and the constant hope for renewal in spring, represents of all the simplest miracle of all the simple miracle of food. First of all, the simple miracle of food. So it's talking about simple miracles. And that might be to do with your health journey. So it might be pointing you towards thinking about what kind of food you could change. The earth grows what we need to keep us alive, and the sun pours down its warmth, which the plants transform into their own cell structures, so that food will grow that we can take into our homes and our bodies. Just because it all happens all the time, each spring and summer, doesn't make it any less of a miracle, any less of a gift. I love that. So I think it might be saying, in order to stay connected to your health, you might want to look at some form of food, or if that's not relevant to you, then it's talking about a new start where you see the miracles of the world. God, it really is pouring with rain now. I wonder whether you can hear. Be interesting to watch this back. Yeah, and as a little further comment, it just says slow and steady, the Knight of Pentacles, because we can see there's a bit of an absence, delay and separation in your environment. And we can see you've got the Hermit who moves slowly towards his revelation. This is an honourable pursuit, and it's good to do it slow and steady. It might not be your natural mode, but the Knight of Pentacles gets things done really well, and he's a very, very good caretaker of those around him and himself. So it might be an indication of saying, it's okay, just go slow and steady. You're headed towards some really wonderful new starts, and you will get there. Just make sure that you're very consistent and organised and considered and disciplined in the way that you go about it. Thank you for stopping by. See you again.